wasn't streaming before, but I turned it on now.
Okay, sounds good.
I feel like I'm really high right now.
So what I do,
Oh, you're not low.
Wait, no, not just like normally, but you know, in the game.
What
So
the
we're-
hell? Oh,
We were talking about printing
teams?
some shirts for everybody, or somehow getting everybody to
I'll throw down
some,
for
like-
shirts. I love swag and shirts and shit.
swag. Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah, if I did some of these like printed with plastisol ink for like if we did like 5 or more, I would just go do it at my shop and I could probably give it to you for like $10 plus shipping.
Well, we're probably gonna do the
Yeah,
shirts for
I've got
either
numerous
comp.
team shirts. I like
Yeah.
I like team swag and shit. Let's just tell me, shut up and take my money.
Yeah, we were thinking either as a giveaway for a competition, or do it to the fans for the weekend or something.
I'd buy one. I got no problem paying money for it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just that everybody's living everywhere. I think it's really the shipping costs, not so much.
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about making the shirts themselves.
It's the shipping.
Yeah, it's the shipping.
I mostly do local contract work for schools and organizations. Like
See.
schools, man, that's good money. They buy a lot of shirts. And I like
Everybody
doing
loves
sports
swag.
stuff, like anything team related. I like doing team shirts.
So Malibu, we were talking about, well, we were considering doing a PUBG mode, but seems like the guys probably don't want it at this point, or thinking that it's gonna need a lot
I mean,
viable, so we might.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of your attention that could be spent elsewhere.
Okay, so get all the base nodes up
nice.
first, right?
Like,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, I was say I thought you were using that gun. You bastard.
If that's the case, then we can get the capture the flag up. We're thinking of how to make a fun zombie mode.
oh,
That was voted.
yeah, zombies mode is fun.
If we don't do the PUBG, then I can spend more time getting the shotgun ready.
Yeah,
That takes
I
away
think
type of interaction.
you know that the PUBG might be difficult at this point, like because the way the system is. But I think you could definitely get way more bang for your buck out of some other modes that complement the system.
We're thinking of a leveling system in the game where you rank up and get weapons and stuff. I don't know, or
Like
loadouts.
unlocks and shit.
It's like some unlocks, right?
Yeah,
Right
people
now
love
in beta,
unlocks.
everything's just you get all. It'd be better to.
skins for the guns if
Man,
that's possible.
these guys just
skins,
stood
right?
there while
I
I
like
capped them.
I
I felt
want-
bad.
Skins.
Skins? You guys like skins?
Yes, skins.
Yeah.
I like skins.
Unlocks or workshop
Yes, unlocks.
skins?
Unlocks. Give me unlocks. Skins on, and like
Oh,
good looking
I
skins.
I really love a custom skin for my guns since I'm streaming all the time and shit.
Oh yeah, I've seen
Can you do a
I've seen
custom skin for
Sushi's.
your
His
Pavlov
looks
game?
awesome. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
Maju's looks awesome.
I'm like one of the only guys in the game that is allowed to have custom skins right now. So I got full
No,
custom.
but do the other
skins, my
guys
logos
see it,
and all the
or
shit.
only you see it in the game?
Yeah, unfortunately, but for streaming though, that's all I really care about. I don't care if other people
I
see
see.
it.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
So it's just client side.
It's not changing the whole game skin in that case. It's just changing the pack file for that particular gun on my client side.
Yeah, on your
So the
client
server
side.
side, everyone sees the same.
Yeah, it's kind of like what we did in World of Warcraft before we changed out our own skins. You know what you're saying?
It doesn't really affect gameplay. Well, a couple
Yeah.
people bitched saying that well you could see the gun or people better now. I was like, really?
Skin, I don't think it'd make that much of a difference, right?
It might look bad, but some guys are making like neon pink AKs or neon pink M4s, so they really did stand out.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, because once we get the unlocks going, then basically the database for scorekeeping.
With that being said, though, if you make it
so.
so the skins are viewed by everybody, and it wouldn't matter. If you want a fucking bright pink M4, go right the fuck ahead.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking. Is like we would selectively make
That would
some
be
skins.
awesome.
Hey guys, I'm like getting a lot better with the
Photoshop,
ProTube,
If
guys.
anyone's good, I commission you.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what?
about
You're good with
the,
Photoshop, or you need somebody good with Photoshop?
No, I paid a guy to make all my skins for Pavlov.
Oh man, I do a lot of Photoshop work. I just fixed up my Twitch channel. You should check it out. I did that shit in like an hour.
Yeah, no, money ain't really a problem, so if you're good at it, I'll pay.
I've been thinking
It's just
about
gotta
it. A
be
friend of
fucking
mine was
quality, you know what
like,
I mean?
hey, like, you do all this graphic design for shirts. You should like offer some people your shit. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll think about it. Because like I have like PSDs. I
You
could just
die, damn it!
throw you a PSD and you fucking customize it yourself.
Yeah, we could do it. It's just another thing that we want to make sure we put in our time effectively for
Yeah.
getting the game out
Yeah.
to the general public, right? So how about stats, guys? Is stats important?
Yes, give me stats for everything. I want stats for every time Sushi farts. I want to know when that shit goes off. I want to know how many times he farted during the last game.
It's
And
just,
no, I'm serious though. Like for real, give me stats for headshots. Give me stats for kills. Give me stats for killing streak, highest killing streak. Okay, look at Overwatch
yeah, we're
stat
thinking
system.
about that.
Do everything.
I
Like
like stat for grenade kills, dude.
Overwatch keeps track of everything. And the thing is that I
So
brag
you guys
about
would
all
want
that
it
shit.
if it took us like if it took us a month, and then we would have to re-roll all our characters basically starting from a month from now.
That's
right? To do the
that's
stats. So
that's
everything-
expected.
that's
That's
fine.
expected. Yeah, that's expected.
Okay.
If you're in a
quality.
beta, you're expected to be able to lose all your shit when everything goes live, man. Seriously.
So that's okay, right?
Yeah, why would
So,
But I'm sure there could be a way for you to figure out if you wanted to, you could give us our shit back.
so stats leading to perks or unlocks would be a good motivator for everybody. You think? All
I
the
played a
general
lot of
mob
years of
guys
Call
that
of Duty
would-
just
That's what the game does.
I was one of the first people to get like all diamond camos and shit for every gun in Call of Duty. Like seriously, I did that shit for a lot of hours every day just to get
I never played
the
Call
first
of Duty.
guy. I was the first guy, like for real. When which one was it? It wasn't the one with the jetpacks. It was the one right after that. Fuck, I don't remember. But anyway, I was one of the first people in
What
the
the
world
fuck's
to
up with
get
this bot? I
all
can't- oh
diamond
my
for
God.
every weapon.
I couldn't kill that bot.
Okay.
And the thing is that it was achievements. Like you couldn't just play with a gun forever.
I was thinking achievements because that's what I wanted to play.
Okay, well look, I
Unlocks
had to
is,
get 5 headshots with a gun that was hard to get headshots with. I had to get 10 double kills with that gun. I had to be good with that gun to get the camos for it. So if you watched me, if I came at you and I had a diamond AK, you knew to be scared of
You
me
knew.
with an AK. Yeah. You don't want to see me coming at you with a diamond AK.
bots.
That means I am deadly with a diamond AK. At least I put in the work to get all the achievements. And that's what it is. That skin is a
so-
representation that says, hey, I got diamond camo. I put in the work. I did all the achievements. Get good.
Okay. Okay. So
Good.
skin unlocks would be good, right? But
I
how
think
about
so.
gun unlocks?
Yeah, I mean, that's the same
that
way.
fair?
That's the
Are
same way
you
Call of
planning on
Duty
doing
works.
more guns?
Dude, I have so many guns prepared. It's just
G36C?
Oh man, you just
G36C?
got my nipples hard.
G36C?
what?
My
Which
pants
gun?
are
Which
wet,
gun?
damn it! G36C?
I have probably about 12 more guns.
That's awesome.
Man, yeah. Because you have that AC where you need gun unlock, but then there's that one OP gun, and then everybody just uses that. Right now, I think the guns are kind of
Yeah.
pretty well balanced. You know, I
And
don't
we
know
would
about
have to.
a lot of guys don't use
no
submachine
way.
gun. I see a lot of guys use that rifle. Some guys
Yeah, after
use
6 weeks,
that
it's
one
pretty
bullpup.
balanced now. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, so
pretty
like all the guns
balanced
you
now,
got, it doesn't really. I don't know. You did really good in that aspect, I'd say,
thank you.
as far as
thing
balancing
is,
it all out.
We would still need to. We would have to do a new gun selection menu if we added any more guns, because after 7, trying to get through the list, it's just gonna be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Maybe do
So
like
we have a new,
checkboxes or something.
Just show them all at the same time with like a radio menu or something.
How about loadouts, guys? Is that
far as
something
what?
that's important? It's like when we start the game, you can choose like body armor, scopes and stuff. I don't know because that's like a rehash of the game mechanics.
Yeah, I mean, I
Kind of like how Onward has it in the beginning.
yeah.
Well, I mean, just
I
from
don't
my
know if
personal
even-
perspective, the game that I'm making is using a loadout system. That way, it adds variation to the game. But the way you have this game set
Yeah.
up, I mean, it doesn't need it. I don't think definitely
Yeah, it's
not
'cause
worth
we
a
have 7 games
rehash.
to choose from already.
Yeah,
it's
the way
not
you've
worth a
got the
rehash,
system,
right?
no, I don't think so personally. You might want to get other people's opinions, but I wouldn't put. I know how much work it would be, and I wouldn't put in that amount of work
Yeah.
because the system already works good enough the way that it is, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do a rehash for
what kind of
loadouts,
each weapon
just
is
make a
its
whole
kind of
nother game.
loadout?
You might as well make a whole nother game.
Oh,
Maybe-
okay.
Maybe here's the like so like if you have the Vector or like the SM the smaller not MP5
The
or something, but that
thing.
one
Yeah.
it's like a lighter loadout where if you have the spaceship trooper gun you're gonna have a heavier
Yeah.
loadout. But
Or
make
you
it
can
part of,
preset
like, make it
loadouts.
not an individual.
Okay.
Either that or at the beginning say choose heavy, medium, or light loadout, and then you choose whatever gun you want. But one of those
Then you probably
three.
only get 3 guns or something in your list of 7. Then if you choose a light, medium, heavy loadout and stuff. But
Yeah, and then if
So
when you up the gun count, that's the basic. Then
Yeah.
you could throw more guns in, and achievement points could unlock more guns for each loadout style.
I see.
I don't know. I'm just
So,
throwing
yeah, I think
stuff out of my head. But
yeah. So the stats is something that I'm asking to get done in our team, and then I guess the game modes is the next thing, right? So the most voted right now, besides the PUBG, was the capture the flag and domination and zombie. So these are the 3 that probably looking into getting done for everybody.
I mean, to me personally, stats are like super. I think stats are super important for like as many things as. Because okay, let me just give you a short explanation
I
of
don't know.
why
I've
I
never
think
had
so.
a game with stats though, so I can't really.
The
it's hard
thing
for
is,
me to- I don't
that
know how.
the player
I don't know if I
base
wanna see my
is
stats.
the player base is super small, right? For VR in general.
Yeah.
And so that means if Sushi plays, like 3 games mostly throughout his week for like more than an hour apiece,
Yeah.
then 3
Yeah.
different player bases know Sushi, right? And so
Right.
Sushi could be in 3 different games and like, oh, somebody, hey, you were playing, he could be like in raw data or something and be like, hey, man, you were playing AMF. I could be like, hey, Sushi, you're playing AMF earlier this week, right? And he's like, yeah. And I'd be like, how many headshots did you get? Dude, I got 54 headshots this week. What you got? I'd be like, man, I got 22.
I see.
And he could be like, step up your game, bro. What are you doing here in raw data? Go back to AMF. Get good. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, I think before the stats come out, we'll have the easy kind of leaderboard come out first, right?
Yeah.
And then that should give some.
Yeah. How many
Holy-
It
kills?
actually worked.
Like
Hey,
Check this out,
easy
right?
leaderboard. Oh shit! Yeah, that looked crazy. Yeah. So that might be the thing with the leaderboard. coming out,
No,
and
check
then-
this out. That got him right where I wanted to, right in his head. Ready? AMF
Just-
heavy D, here they come.
unplugged my thing. I unplugged it now.
Nice. Oh.
Sorry about that. My kid unplugged one
Okay,
of my
so-
sensors and it like grossed me out. Like I just jarringly
no.
stopped.
Oh shit.
But yeah, dude, leaderboards. Keep track of I mean, the more things you keep track of, the more things you give people the opportunity to brag about, the more opportunities they will take to brag about it. Especially if you find like a group of
I
people
don't
that
like
like your game.
braggers.
He's flying.
Yeah, you're
Look
flying.
at- look at you.
Well,
I-
not
I'm
everybody
so
lets their
wrong.
gun
I
brag for
spent
them,
the whole thing
Sushi.
by myself, and yeah.
Some of us have to
Yeah, I
use
do
our
bottom
words
push-ups
because
with
they don't
two
have guns as
minutes,
good
yeah.
as yours.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting better with the Pro Tube this week too. Like it feels a lot better.
Yeah.
So you guys
Yeah,
agree,
yeah.
right?
You
So
come
the,
in here, yeah.
so
It's in my
funny.
treasure, yeah. Okie dokie.
Yeah, so
I feel
stats
violated
and
a
game
little
modes
bit,
first,
not gonna
right?
lie.
Yeah.
What's that?
Stats and game modes first, right? That's the first things we want to get in.
Yeah.
And then up the guns, right? Okay. But unlocks, you guys think skins is a good thing, right?
Hey,
That
I have
we're
a
gonna need
question for
some
you,
art-
Heavy.
Some
Heavy.
real artistry.
I got
Yeah,
a question
go
for
ahead.
you. Do you plan at
Yeah.
any point to add a obstacle course? Because you should.
Where, oh, I saw that Wolfenstein 3D obstacle course. That was kind of cool. Where
Yeah.
they had the time limit
Because
competition. on
you're
that.
you're basically making time
Or,
trials.
You know,
yeah.
in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, they
talking
had that
face.
obstacle course. I just
Yeah.
don't know how good that would be to get the players more involved. So we were thinking of maybe a co-op mode or something.
Yeah,
would be
I mean,
easier
it doesn't have to
faster
be
do.
solo. It doesn't have because the thing is you can make it a race. It's a foot race through the
Yeah.
obstacle course. That's just a different mode. One other thing
Okay.
I'll tell you that I've been telling most other devs that I've talked to this week. In my opinion, if
Yeah.
okay, like instead of modes are paramount because instead of making 3 different games from your company, if you can use the same assets and the same system and the same combat to just make basically 3 different games by adding 3 different modes to your game, it increases the value of your game and you're condensing your player base instead of splitting it apart.
Definitely. Oh,
So like
definitely.
you when you're adding an obstacle course, it becomes not a shooting game,
showers.
or it can be like how
Champagne
just
showers.
shoot like the how you have in the target range. You know what I mean? Just the cardboard cutout
You
ships.
mean like doing like a shooting competition game?
Yeah, like it's a
running through an
shooting. It's a shooting obstacle
kinda
course.
like
You're
a
just
jailhouse.
how fast can you get through it while nailing all the preset targets? And the thing is people can memorize it.
Oh, that's like what I do in real life.
Yeah.
For IDPA and also IPSC.
Oh, I would say, man, if you
That's
enjoy
kinda-
that in real life, I think I would enjoy that in real life. That's why I'm saying if it was in the game, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, I own a shooting arena in real life.
Oh,
In
that's
real life
dope.
as well, so-
Yeah, I can see why you like
Yeah,
this
I
game
just
then.
never told you guys. Yeah, I own a real shooting arena.
That's cool. That's
But it's
like
just,
I would have led with that. Hey, I'm making a shooting game and I own a shooting range. Get some.
Yeah. Yeah. So, it would be kind of like Hot Dogs Horseshoes then, you're saying, basically, if we did
I
that,
never
right?
played that. I never played
Where
it.
they have the shooting range. And that's, oh, okay.
No, but in my opinion, what I'm getting at
Cool.
is let it be a foot race. So like here's the deal, like
Running through it.
like time
obstacle course.
trials. Yeah, I
I'll
mean
make
you
a
can play
dock game.
against other people, you can play against
Okay.
yourself, your own time. You're trying to beat your own time, and you're playing against other people. It
see.
has a starting line, has a finish line. You know what I mean? And people can compete in a different way within
Understood.
your same
so it's
system.
like the stats is important, right?
Yeah, the stats are super
All right,
important
let's
too.
keep talking in the next round. I think they
Oh,
went
am
over.
I the freaking? Okay, yeah, we're still the only ones here. Last
here
one's
we
at the
go.
party. Here we go.
All right, let's go.
Can't one-hand a sniper. You don't deserve
If you
to
can't
play.
one-hand a sniper, you ain't sniping right.
Where?
Oh, on that note, who's here? I saw one of the Power Pump.
Falaboo.
yeah.
Oh, Heavy
no,
D too.
Heavy's here.
All right.
Yeah. What's up?
Awesome.
This sniper. Has anyone else bitched about it being slow?
Okay, we turned it faster and then we made it slower. The reason is this is because if you make it too fast, right? So people would just hold the trigger down and then the sights align with the trigger timing. So there's no skill involved in that. So we slowed it down a little bit. And because
Like
this
I don't
is VR,
personally use a sniper, but
yeah, we can't basically because there's no bolt action. So
yeah.
we can't control how many times a player clicks on the trigger in real life. So even if we put a delay on it, it's not going to work because the game detects every time you pull the trigger, it shoots a bullet. So that's why we did it where they can't just hold the trigger down and then just aim at the same spot and hit every time. So that's why.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
And the sniper's really OP before because it's just 2 shots to the body and the dude's dead. So we had guys who were just like lying there and then they just aimed at the guy and held the trigger down and it would fire 7 shots at them.
Huh.
So that's why we have it the way it is now. So
That's cool.
You
can't
can't see
really...
you crawling. I saw
It
you.
just doesn't make sense if the sniper guy can hit the guy with the AK. So that's why we have it the way it is for now until
Yep.
the next best way to get around it. So we might be offering the single shot mode next, and we'll map it to the
Like hardcore?
right controller left. Oh, left. Single round
Nice.
shots on that.
Is that gonna have a different accuracy thing now? Basically.
I don't think so. It'd just be the single round, but we didn't put it in yet because at this point, if you did that, it's just too easy. So we're trying to figure ways around that problem first.
Yeah.
But I think the most lacking that we have right now is the new game mode, which now we clean up the bots this weekend.
Ah.
Yeah.
Is there a lot more people coming, or nah? Start it up. What do you think? I know. I like docks. Dock's my favorite map.
It's nice.
I like docking. I mean, docks.
Oh man.
Alright, I
So
gotta go
host-
for like a round. So.
I'm the host. Want to start it up now?
Gonna go?
Every once in a while. Oh yeah. See my. Yep.
Oh damn it!
Hello, Fredaboo.
I didn't even get a shot off.
Sushi, we do have a bomb mode ready as well. I'm just not sure if that's something people want to play in this game.
I mean, my stance is this is the fast-paced game. I don't want a game mode where I'm gonna have to wait or respawn or shit like that.
I would add
Just
it, but
don't
not
get
as a
respawn. It's
priority.
just we do have the bomb where it's actually made for this map where
Yeah.
that room inside the
Is it like Halo's bomb mode,
Mill
where you just put
area
it in
is-
there
there's
and
a-
you have to arm it, and then if the other team doesn't arm it?
Honestly, dude, I'm ignorant. I haven't played Halo. I haven't played a lot of them games.
Mm.
Let me explain the bomb
Sure.
mode that we have. It's
Sure.
basically the blue team has to grab the dynamite and the trigger. So you got to bring it over to the into the bomb
Kind of
room.
like an escorting thing.
Yeah, and then once you put both of those things in, then after a minute it explodes and the game ends. But the opposing team can stop the timer basically.
All right.
Evidence.
Hello,
Yeah.
Evidence.
Hey. Hello there.
Welcome back, Evidence. Hard week for
Thank
you.
you so much for that. I was
Yeah.
just trying the bots in a different game, and it's just
Yeah.
beautiful.
Oh,
It's
thank you.
like when they get hit and they
Yeah.
fall back a little bit, and that
Yeah.
it's just perfect. It's amazing.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much for that.
Thank you guys for
Right.
supporting us.
Yeah,
Aren't
yeah.
those bots fucking the shit, Evidence?
And that's
I'm
basically what
sorry,
I've been
guys,
asking
think,
for from the
no
first
other
week. I was
game
like,
has
give me
bots
some
like them in it.
some moving
Where
target
they
practice. Let me
suck,
get
they
good.
die, they take it's
Yeah.
you know.
So
I
once we
like
fix
what all you can see is like the bot's head. You're like, this motherfucker.
Yeah.
How long you been sitting there, you jackass?
So the bots could be a selling point that we use on the Steam
Yes.
page, right?
Yes.
This is something that
It should be
Okay.
a major selling point.
I'll update
Advanced
that
bot
description.
technology.
Because look, the
Advanced bot
bottom line,
technology.
Foxtrot 5000.
the bottom line is what I've been
Yeah.
preaching since the first week is since VR player base is so low, you got to give people something to do while other people show up, and this is it. This is it.
Okay.
This is perfect.
That being said, could you do
Okay.
bots in the beginning, or do you have to start the game? And I only say that because
You
right
have to
now
start the game.
when you start the game though, and you're playing bots,
Yeah.
it's all well and good until someone joins, and then you start getting the lagging issues. Although that may clear up.
That's a separate issue that we're going to clear up for sure.
Yeah.
But the reason we didn't want the bots in there right in the beginning is because you know how our game we like to chat a little and then make sure everyone's
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah. So if you
Yeah,
want
that's
that
why we have it that
downtime,
way.
you could.
Yeah.
And I like that. I do like that.
And then the bots
My,
start
my
jumping
only
in
my
once
only
the
thing
game
with
starts.
that is,
I gotta
like I said, when
untangle.
you start the game as right now, it gets laggy because people
That
are
a
trying
little-
to join
yeah.
in.
Yeah, that's something to do with the coding that we have to fix is because every time somebody joins in, it has to resync the data to the new guy as well.
Yeah.
All the stats and everything, and so that lags it out a little bit. But we're working on getting that fixed.
I still do have that sometimes where I can't get my mag for the life of me. Alright. Start this shit!
Oh, it started.
What? Ooh.
Oh, nice.
First blood. I want them. I want the first blood on the rest of the shit. Now I say it.
All those kill streak sounds? Yeah.
Double kill.
I have all of them already. We just gotta program it all in again so that the game detects it.
Triple kill.
Spectacular.
Godlike. Yeah, the godlike ones.
Godlike.
Monster kill. Yeah, godlike was 9.
Godlike.
Yeah.
Good shot.
9's pretty hard.
I was camping up there waiting for you.
I'm
Where
gonna
is everyone? I
use
don't
the
see
missiles.
anybody.
They're here.
I heard a grenade.
You
I know
sure
that's
did.
around here.
Ah, gotcha.
Ah, yeah, that was Malibu's grenade.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Shnikes.
I'm gonna use the men's room real quick. Be right
Go
back.
ahead. Go ahead.
Go cry like a little
I got
bitch.
some bots to kill now.
Where the fuck is everybody?
They might be in a different room.
There was like 3 games going at once. That was pretty nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been trying to hook up my stream a little bit better because I'm a graphic designer by profession, and one of my friends called me on my bullshit yesterday. He's like, "What the fuck,
Oh,
dude?"
yeah?
He's like, "You do graphic design for a living, and your Twitch page looks like shit. Get on it." I was like, "You're absolutely right. I apologize." It's like your overlay looks like shit.
I
your Twitch
barely
page looks
get
like
anyone
shit."
looking at my Twitch page though, so I don't know.
Yeah. Apparently that friend of mine does, and he's like, "Fucking fix it." I was like, "Sorry."
Who went in the house? You think I don't see you going in the house? Oh shit!
I saw you.
Nice evidence.
Magic Sushi, welcome back. I knew you were away.
Oh my god,
Nice to
dude.
see you back.
That was one of the most stressful weeks I've ever fucking had down there. I had to do that shit. It was fucking awful.
Good money though. Not bad.
Yeah, it's not more money. I get paid the same no matter what I do. Just opportunities to work.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
That's cool. Gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Now I get to be a teacher.
What do you teach? That's cool, man. I didn't know that. Damn, you're teaching me how to
Yeah, no,
fucking get my
Being an
ass handed to
electrician
me.
By day, I teach adults or adult vocational school at night times, the basic household wiring, shit like that.
That's
and then I
cool
just
as
went last week
shit.
for Bixie, so I can teach for Bixie data installations, data
Yeah.
center concepts, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Electricity is one of those
it's
things. Like
got
I
a-
usually call a friend that works because that's one of those things. If I'm wrong, I die.
Yeah, no, I do a lot of that. I can do the fuse displacement and all that
I'm
shit.
wrong, I died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I respect
Well, you better
electricity.
hope you die usually, because it's not fun living through that.
Oh man, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
You know, that's just fucking cooking you from the inside.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen guys go on 13 too. It's you don't want to live.
Yeah, that's nuts.
You better hope it takes you.
Oh man, I got stuck in a fucking corridor. No, get the fuck out of here.
Ah, nice evidence.
Gotcha.
I was having like we're all walking the same way.
Oh, yeah, I think so too.
And just overlapping each other.
Are there bots in this match? What happened to the bots?
No, there's no bots and docks.
Oh, that's
There's
right.
no bots and docks.
No bots in docks.
There's
I
no
think they
bots in
have
the
to
box.
program it.
No bots in the docks.
There's no bots in the docks.
Ah, shit. That was a nice little window
Shit
shot.
balls. Yeah. Oh. Come at me, bro. Oh, Evidence! I didn't see you up there. I hope he kills you, though, Evidence.
I did.
Oh,
Did he do it?
Yep, sure did. Got
Yes,
it.
he did!
I avenged
Go
you.
fuck yourself, you son of a bitch! Woo! Thank you, Malibu.
To be fair, I'm the one who put the first
It's what
shot into you,
get.
though.
It's what you get! You deserve this!
Evidence stole my kill on you.
Well, I was waiting to spawn kill you, Malibu, and then Evidence shot me from behind. So I was just hoping you were gonna kill Evidence. Be like, ah, fuck you, you fucking...
I wasn't sure if you saw me down there.
It's a fucking douche!
Oh, did I hit you with a headshot? Because I didn't feel like I got that many shots on
No,
you.
no, neither one of us got headshots there, but it looked like we did.
Yeah.
We both dropped like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah, like 2 hits, right?
Yeah.
Hmm,
That was a
interesting.
long-range battle.
Right, I thought, I was like,
Firefight,
man,
if you will.
I was like, Sushi is so good at close range, my only chance is maybe at far range. But no.
Yeah, it's you're not that much better off.
Fair enough, fair enough.
It's all relatively the same.
Yeah. Let's see here. Getting a little bit better with the Pro Tube though. Well, just gun stock in general. Just practicing.
That's all you can do.
Well, and I found out it let me fold it up because I've got a small frame. You know, I'm a little guy, and so I folded it up as as much as I possibly could fold it up, and now it feels like a lot better.
Oh, you got the Pro Tube though, right?
Yeah, the Pro Tube. I'm still having a little trouble
Yeah,
because of
I
the
don't like
cup
the
system. Yeah, the cup system.
Yeah, I really hate the under the bottom style stock, and the guys can bitch about the tracking and occlusion, but fuck them. I use over the tile stop.
Which what do you use, or is it custom?
I use the one that goes over the top, the dual magnetic HTC Vive one that everyone shits on. But when it comes time to play me, they all get their asses handed to them.
Fair enough, right?
So, like, I don't know, I forgot who it was. He's like, you get so many occlusion errors with that, it's impossible to play with. I'm like, oh, really? Because I'm pretty sure I'm destroying you. So,
Yeah,
what's
I mean,
impossible?
I feel pretty destroyed.
I mean, not you particularly, but you know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
When someone tells me my stock has major issues, meanwhile I'm dominating,
Yeah.
don't tell me my stock has issues.
No, the thing is that I do the same thing in Overwatch. Everybody always, because I play on PC, but I play with an Xbox controller because I got a little bit of carpal tunnel.
Yeah.
And so everybody's always telling me how keyboard and mouse players are gonna kick my ass all day long while I'm shitting on them in fucking 2500.
Yeah. No, you know, it's user preference. If you like under the bottom style, go for
Yeah.
it. But if you like over the top, I mean, and this guy didn't even have an over the top style sock, so he didn't. You know, he's assuming it's gonna have bad occlusion and tracking issues. You don't even own one. You
It's
don't
theory
know.
crafting, right? Theory crafting.
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, you seem to do really good with it.
I prefer the over the top side with a magnet.
I've never used it, but I
don't know
think it
how
looks
people
cool.
with the under the style. I don't know how do you like you reload? Like my reload's so fast because
My
it's-
reload is
you know what I
terrible.
mean?
Dude, I have to take like one
Yeah,
hand
you-
out of a cup,
I
and
was
then
gonna say, you're
I
doing
gotta
like
put
two
it back.
actions. You're bringing the hand up, bringing the hand down, clicking, bringing the hand back up, finding the cup.
Not only that, I
was
have to
breaking
brace.
a magnet once and then grabbing my mag and finding the magnet. And I'm
See,
done.
and I have to brace the gun stock against my leg to put the controller back into the cup
What?
after a reload. Yeah, that's I'm
that's
so slow.
much time wasted.
It is.
That
It
takes
is.
a long time. Yeah.
Where are you?
But again, it's
I mean-
because I'm a little guy. You know what I mean? I'm only 5'6", like 130 pounds, 140 pounds,
Yeah, but
maybe.
still. I'm maybe a quarter to half a second to reload.
Yeah, that's incredible. I'm not
If
getting
that.
any. I'm taking like 5 seconds to reload. Like 5
No,
full
no.
seconds.
If I take a second to reload, that's a long reload for me. Legit.
I'm gonna have to look into that. I mean, if nothing else, your gameplay alone is enough to at least get me to try it.
I mean, everyone's got their own preference.
Yeah.
Me
Well, I
personally,
like
though, I've never had a
accessories.
tracking-
I like accessories. I mean, shit. Like,
working fine. The
It
Pro 2
just
for me
feels
is
more
just-
real to me.
The aiming is
I don't
really
know.
straight once you.
oh,
use
the
it.
aiming is great. It's the reloading I'm having trouble with.
Yeah.
Like, when I play with
Oh.
control, but me, it might just be me personally. I like playing with just the controllers. I don't
Yeah.
need the gun stock for it to feel real. It
everyone
feels
has their,
real
like,
enough
preference.
to me. Yeah, that's just
Yeah.
my personal
Like, I
preference.
like playing with just controllers VR games sometimes, but like when I play with my stock, it's like that whole next level immersion where, all right, now you're really holding something, you know?
But I was getting better. I was fighting against Evidence and Majutsushi, and I only went -12.
Hey, Evidence, I played a round of Pavlov one night with you. You didn't know I was there, though.
No
Some guy
way.
was, yeah. I was in that James Bond room, and some kid was complaining about you being only good with the AK or something. I was
Tell
there
them to
that
fuck
night. It
off,
was fun.
right? Fuck them,
I
right?
didn't say anything. I was just laughing at him. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like, hey, Evidence, are you only
yeah,
good with
and
the AK? You remember that? I think that was like last week or something.
No,
It's just
no,
funny.
you're only good when you can shoot me in the head once from, you know, a 1,000 yards with an inaccurate gun. That doesn't make you good. No, it makes you completely fucking good, you 12-year-old.
I'll catch up with you guys in the next game. My
Checking out.
family just woke up.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
gonna
Take a smoke break. I'm gonna take a smoke break.
I'll probably be back on a little bit. What
Okay.
time is it? Fuck.
So,
Lost track.
I've been on like 2 hours straight.
it's like 2 p.m. at your place, right? Right now?
Yeah. Yep.
Sushi? 2 p.m. at your place? Yeah.
Yep. 2 p.m.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, the daylight savings kicked in. It's kicking everyone's ass a little bit.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. All right.
yeah,
I forgot
I'm
about
just
that.
like,
Yeah,
I'm
it is.
tired and
It's, like,
hungry. I
weird.
need a nap. I don't. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
could be
1
because I've
o'clock
been
here. I'm
drinking
tired and
since, you know,
hungry too.
3, but
Yeah.
no, but no, I came home last night though, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try my best to get on. I got.
That's hilarious. All right, guys. Well, that has been AMF for this little session. I'll probably be back on later. Gonna catch up with my peeps. Till then, take it easy. It's been Eddie on the Follow Boo channel.